the way that the restoration of power has operated has been by renaturalisation, really. And art and culture play a big part of that. The re-emergence of the singer-songwriter is not just a kind of aesthetic obscenity. It's also a means of, in the words of underground resistance, audio-visual programming, isn't it? It programs a certain expectation about what reality is. Music and art don't have to do that. They can denaturalise the world. And what I hope we'll be doing with Zero Books is really sort of break down the consensual sentimentality and the compulsory trivialisation that really has dominated the kind of British intellectual or anti-intellectual landscape for so long. And these initial 2 books, I think, are particularly significant in drawing attention to the way forms of art demand new kinds of subjectivity. So over to David to talk about this.
It takes me long to read that now, just so you're nervous. I was initially inspired to write this book by Tony Hancock and then Arthur Daley. In quick succession, I saw the 1959 film The Rebel, in which Hancock plays a useless artist who somehow fetches up in Paris and catches sight of a piece of abstract expressionism, and he says, "Who's gone raving mad here then?" I then caught an old episode of Minder, in which Arthur Daley is discussing art with a crooked dealer, in which he explains his own taste run to pigs, sheep, goats, proper painting. In both these instances, the joke isn't on modern art, but on Hancock and Daley. People of taste understand this. But when it comes to contemporary music, say Stockhausen, it's still considered open season for jokes about malfunctioning ping-pong ball machines and lobotomies and quips along the lines of "Who's gone raving mad here then?" There's a whole compendium of these cartoons on Stockhausen's website, and this book is directed in part at anyone who looked at those cartoons, and believe me, they are feeble, and laughed. Contemporary experimental abstract music has a top end, which is art has a top end, which is huge business. The Tate Modern is among the biggest tourist attractions in Europe. Practically everyone I know went to the recent Rothko exhibition. But when it comes to contemporary music, the vast majority of people see things very much in Dalian terms. Pigs, sheep and goats being tunes, melodies, decent lyrics that mean something, classic styles, proper music. This book's an attempt to work out why that should be, especially since the 2 things derive from the same early 20th century root, with people like Schoenberg and Kandinsky